Hello, good day to you all, and my name is Christopher John Benitez. In this video, I will discuss with you Airstory, a content marketing tool that helps you write faster and produce better content. In this video, I will also show you how I use Airstory to create content for my blog and how it aims to help you write faster, especially when you're managing a WordPress blog. So here, what you see right now is the screen when you access or log into your Airstory account. You'll immediately be redirected to your projects here, and also on the right side you'll see the card library. So let's delve first with the projects. In case you haven't created a project yet, you'll see a couple of the ones that I made. They're already pre-populated with the project I've written so far. And on the right side of the card library, you will see some of the default cards that are presented to you and ready for use. Later, we will delve on how you can add more cards to this library, but for now, we'll go on to my projects. So I'll first click on to Christopher John's project. In here, you will see a post that I have written about Airstory, which I will publish later on, and probably you will have read already. Right now you're seeing the default project as created in Airstory. Pretty much you'll get an idea how it looks like. Basically, it's a word processing tool. You can just write and type your content here as you would in Microsoft Word or Google Docs. And the cool thing about here is that you can embed GIFs, images, and you'll see later on how it works. So let's go to the Airstory review that I told you about. So this is it. Pretty much this is 9% of the content. And as mentioned, you can just write the content as you would in a usual word processing tool. So there's not much difference there. You can see just below the project title, the kitchen sink, you can change the format, the font name, and the size of the font for your content. Also, you can format it by turning it into bold, italics, or underline. Those are some of the regular features. And one of the unique features of Airstory is that it lets you treat your content blocks as they are cards. So if I click on the outline box, you will see that the content will be reduced to their subheadings. And what you can do here is you can move the subheadings from one place to another, thus moving the entire content under that subheading to your desired area. So if, for example, I will move this first part, or sorry, I'll move, for example, this part here underneath the conclusion, for example. And so it goes there, and if you uncheck the box, the outline box, you will see that there. I have no content written under here, but you can see that the heading is now moved on that part just below the conclusion. And if you want to put it back to where it originally placed, you can just move here back again. And if you uncheck the box, you will see that it's returned to its original place. So that's how simple you can do. With the outline tool, I think you can do a lot of things here. For example, if you're a content manager and if you're managing different writers for a single project, you can move the different subheadings that they've written on and in the content, and you can just move them to your desired place in the content as you see fit. So I think that's one of the many other things you can do with the outline tool. Now let's move on to card libraries. I think this is one of the most revolutionary things about Airstory. It really revamps and changes the way you treat content. Instead of typing them, you can just treat them as cards. You can just move them from one place to another in your content. So for example, in this case, I want to create an annotation in the content that I can use to link. And now what I want to do in this section is to take what something that Joanna Weeb mentioned in one of her posts about Airstory and copy hackers, and use it as a quotation in the article. So once you've signed up for an Airstory account, you can download the web clipper here. So if you want to take something from one page and use it, turn it into a card that you can use in your content in the project section of Airstory, you can just click on the researcher tool here. Since you've already highlighted the text that you want, you can just click start highlighting here, and it will just simply take what you've already highlighted, and once you're done, you can just click done, and you can edit the card as you wish by changing the tags or showing some of the details that you want to edit. So for now, I'll just keep it as it is and then save it in my project. So once that it's saved, you can just refresh your project so you can see, or you can see the card already located here in this corner. So just go to the section where you want to add the card and just move it where you wish to see it. So in this example, I want to put it under the video embed. Now, once you've moved the card, it appears inside an outline box, and it's up to you to approve it or not. I think this is a feature that is very helpful in a collaborating space, or when you're writing a piece of content with different writers. You can check or veto the added content as you wish, especially if you're in a content manager. So in this case, I simply want to click the OK button, the check button. So you can see here it's already included in the content. So right now, if you click on the annotated button, the citation, it will show the title, the page title, and the URL where you got it. So yeah, it takes that kind of citation. So for example, if you're done, now that we're done with the content, for instance, what we can do is click on the actions button in the menu and export it to WordPress or in Google Drive, for example. But for this example, I want to upload this directly on my WordPress account or blog. So I click on this. This is also assuming that you've already linked your Airstory account to your WordPress account. So we'll just wait for a couple of seconds for it to load. And once it does load, you can see here that it loads everything, even with the content and everything. It also keeps all the formatting intact. And this is important because instead of typing on a word processor or Google Docs and copying and pasting the content, in addition to uploading the images, with Airstory you can just click on export to your blog, and that's it. That's simple. It will leave you 10 minutes more to do your other things that you need to do, and it's just way easier. It makes your life simpler in terms of embedding your content or adding it to your WordPress. So that's pretty much it with regard to blogging. I just want to visit the template section. I think one of the better things about Airstory is that you don't have to start your content from scratch. You can just choose from the many templates that they have available on their library. So I've already downloaded a couple. For this example, I want to create a list post, and like I said, I've already downloaded some of their templates, and I have here blog post template, the list post, and I can just click on here, and I want to add it, or rather add it on a project that I have, existing project, or sorry, add it to an existing project, same that where I created the post earlier, and add it there. And from here, we will see how it looks like. Again, one of the advantages of Airstory is that you don't have to start your content from scratch. And from the tabs below, you will see the template tab. And from here, you can just change the details of the post according to how you want it to look like. But in this case, what's awesome about Airstory is that it already includes what you need to write in order to customize your post. And it also it also removes the thought process that's involved usually in content creation, since the template already provides you what you need to write, and it's just up to you to fill it out with the necessary explanations. So as I mentioned earlier, this is a list post template that they have available on their template library. So again, you can just enter everything that you need to put here. Again, it simplifies writing process because you don't have to think about it. You just have to, everything is laid out for you, and what you need to do right now is just type whatever you need to express the ideas that you need to share to your audience. And again, there are other pre-made templates for your cards here, so if you want to add more details, you can just drag and drop the cards as you see fit. So that's pretty much it with creating blog posts rather on Airstory. And again, I just want to revisit the template because there are other templates you can choose from. For example, the Airstory is not just limited to bloggers. You can, whether you're an email marketer or a copywriter or even a social media specialist, there are templates available for you to use. And also, similar to the blog post template, you can use, for example, 6 formulas for writing Facebook posts, so you don't have to write Facebook posts from scratch. And also, I mean, these templates are made by copy hackers. They are one of the best copywriting team in the industry. So, using the templates here would position your posts in a better place in terms of conversion rate and engagement. So it's in your best interest to use templates and then build your content from there, in order so that you don't have to work your way from the ground up or from scratch. And that, again, these templates are created with conversion in mind. So if you want to boost your content in engagement and conversion wise, then it's best for you to use the templates. So that's pretty much it regarding Airstory. I hope you found this review helpful. And if you want my whole take on Airstory as a content creation tool, you can click on the link that you see on your screen right now, or you can go to the description below and you can see the link that links to my post. So again, thank you very much and have a good day.